Welcome back to another preview here in the channel. Ravens are playing the Jags this week. So, hey, in Florida, it's going to be all nice outside. And, yeah, man. We're going to get right into it. It's a bit late. Yeah, of course. Of course it is. So, but yeah, better late than never. You know, but yeah, man, let's get right into it. So the Ravens are 7-3. The Jags are 3-7. Or what? Because wait a second, I'm gonna check the Jags. Yeah, they're 3-7. Third in the AFC South. We're first in the AFC North as always. So. Yeah, man. We've won, 4 in a row? And the Jags, they've been in a cold streak since week, 3. The thing is with the Jags, their games, they haven't been blown out in any one of these games. In their losses, they've hung up with teams. So we have to be careful here with this game. So, the injury report for the game, Isaiah Likely and Ronnie Stanley are both going to be ruled out for this game. And we have a bunch of questionables as well. Lamar has no injury designation. You saw him on the report Wednesday with that whole hip thing, but he has no injury designation for this week. So, hey. We're good right here. But Kyle Hamilton, he's questionable. Devin Duvernay is also questionable with a hamstring injury here. Gus Edwards, again, he's again questionable. He has a good chance of playing. Demarcus Robinson, he again a hip injury. And I think he suffered that in practice. But yeah, Stanley, Jalen Armour-Davis, and Isaiah Likely ruled out for the game. Jalen Armour-Davis also, he was just placed on IR, so he's going to miss a minimum of 4 weeks. So that's unfortunate for him, the rookie corner. Again, after the first few weeks, he's had injury issues, and he was actually healthy scratch the first time he was inactive. So hey, he didn't have the rookie season he ought to have right here. So for the Jags as well, so they don't have a questionable. They have nobody. They have injuries. Shaquille Griffin, Clavon Chason, Ben Barch, and Jordan Smith are all on IR. But other than that, the injury report is clear, which is fortunate for them. You do not want to face an opponent like that. But yeah, the Jags have had the injury luck. And for us, it's been way better than last year for sure. But again, every week you're gonna have some questionables. But yeah, man. I'm sure Marcus Williams, he was activated from IR. Yeah, he's designated to return from IR. So maybe he has a chance of playing as well. We might see Charlie Kolar make his NFL debut even. David Ojabo, there's not a word on him playing or not. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. So we'll have to see. But yeah, man. That's pretty much it for the injuries. So let's get into the keys to the game here. The Ravens on offense, again, on offense, it's simple. Okay? You just need to score points, man. Because again, I cannot, I cannot get out of my head what happened last week against the Panthers. Again, it's just sloppy play. And again, it's not even Lamar. Lamar played a good game last week. He actually played very, very well. But again, the tendency issues people like to hide. The tendencies issues from years, they're showing more and more and more. This is very concerning, man. Because again, is it too late to make a philosophy change? Yes. But it's not too late to fire Greg Roman. Because again, his time was up 2 years ago. Okay? His time was up 2 years ago, man. But again, they do not want to get rid of him. They do not want to get rid of him. And it's showing on this offense how it's impacted. Because again, you're not... He's still going to have the tendency issues. He promises he's going to fix them. But every single time they're getting worse. Every time they're getting worse. You cannot afford to have these issues week after week after week. And again, please, this game, if we don't put up more than 13 points, man, fire him. He needs to go. Because again, 13 points isn't going to win you games. Okay? This is not how it works. The Ravens have to realize this. You cannot win with an elite defense today. You have to win. You can only win when your offense is better than your defense. And that's not what we're seeing. Our defense is playing lockdown against shitty offenses. And then, like, dude, we're not facing Baker Mayfield in the playoffs. Okay? We're not facing Baker Mayfield in the playoffs. That is 100% for sure. Okay? We're not facing shitty QBs in the playoffs either. So you gotta get your shit together, Greg Roman. And again, this philosophy, this stupid philosophy of running the ball, playing defense, it's not working. Okay? It hasn't worked. There's 5 years, the last 5 years with the new passing era, the pass-heavy era, which is still a thing today. It's still a passing league. In the past 5 years, you've seen how the pass game has taken over and having elite offense has taken over. And it shows that defense does not win championships anymore. Okay? It does not win championships. As of today, what I'm looking at, we're not beating the Bills, we're not beating the Chiefs, and in the playoffs, it runs through these two teams. We at least face one of them. And if we don't, we face both at times. So, offense got to get their shit together. Running the ball, again, it hasn't worked. There's years of evidence. It hasn't worked in the past 20 years for us. Okay? For us only, it hasn't worked in the past 20 years. Okay? The pass game, really no emphasis at all. And it is embarrassing. There is no emphasis in the pass game. And it shows. No emphasis on offense. When it's an offensive league. And you have a player like Lamar Jackson like that, you have to invest around him. There is no reason for him to have to throw, to have just the receiving threats he has outside Mark Andrews. It is not enough. And we're not going to act like the Ravens did enough for Lamar. No. If you include this, if you eliminate defense and you include coaching, no, you have not built an offense around him. You've built around what you like and what he is. You haven't maximized your friend, the player you call a franchise player, and it needs to change. But this is a conversation again. We're too deep into it. It's way too late. It's too late, bro. So, what we're gonna do here, let's see how it goes. Losing the playoffs, and yeah, man. Let's see if the front office wakes up. That's pretty much what I'm looking at right now. Okay, like, dude, yeah, it's great that defense is playing elite. It's playing how it's supposed to play. Okay, with like all the investments, all the emphasis. The defense is supposed to play like that. And okay, yeah, congratulations, you played that way. You're gonna get all the praise. And defense has to play like that all year. But hey, it's not gonna be like that in the playoffs. There's gonna be one game in the Super Bowl run where you're gonna have to score points. And if you cannot score points, if you cannot keep up with the Chiefs, if you cannot keep up with the Bills, there is no reason. There is no reason to praise your defense for being number one in the league. Okay? Having a number one defense does not matter today. Okay? It does not matter. It hasn't in the past 5 years. You look, 5 years of evidence showing it does not. Last year, the biggest example. The Bills were the number one defense. And it couldn't last 13 seconds against the Patrick Mahomes Chiefs. They couldn't close it out in 13 seconds. All they needed was 13 seconds to just hold it up. And took the Chiefs 2 plays to get the field goal range. And they hit the field goal. They were back on the field again. And the Chiefs marched all over them. And again, on top of that, even though they closed out the game, even if they closed out the game, they would have allowed 30-something points. What happened? They were going to allow 33 points. And they ended up allowing 42. Not so number one defense to me. But this shows, again, the league does not allow you to play the way the Ravens want to. Okay? Running the ball does not work when you're behind. And in the playoffs, it's going to happen at some point. You're not going to run your way into comebacks. You need to pass the ball when you're behind. And again, the front office has not accepted that. And the evidence of that is 2012. We were airing it out with Flacco. When there was emphasis in the passing game, the personnel, you saw what happened to Flacco. We were keeping up with the 2012 Denver Broncos. Don't you think about it? But yeah, the front office saw, oh yeah, let's just be stubborn. But hey, alright, this game, again, hopefully we just go, and we score points. This is what I want to see. There's no excuses, okay? Greg Roman has this offense built for him that only benefits him way more than Lamar. No excuses to not be scoring more than 13 points. Like, it's not acceptable at all. And again, I do not want to hear any excuses. Because again, if we score 13 points tomorrow, we lose. Okay, the Jags offense isn't a joke. Okay, so please piss off with that shit. Okay? Lamar's going to do his thing. I think we're going to win this game. But hey, defense, continue doing what you need to do. Because again, Trevor, again, he has not been playing bad. Christian Kirk, he's been all of a sudden balling. When you least expected. Because again, with the Cardinals, Christian Kirk was not like that. And again, even last year as a wide receiver one, when DeAndre Hopkins went out, he was not good. But again, he's breaking out. So again, I'm not saying double him. Do your job, Marlon Humphrey, like you've been. You've been perfect. Again, do your job. And hey, defense, get to Trevor. Travis Etienne is a weapon. He's a weapon you do not want to mess with. So keep him in check as well. We did that with Deontay Foreman last week. So I'm confident in the defense. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new. Clear Everton. Comment down below what you think of what I said before about a little rant and what you feel about this game. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, man. See you tomorrow.